So working in money, the number one question I always get asked is, what stocks are you watching? What stocks should I be investing in? And the truth of the matter is, I love index funds and I love to really go the calm, consistent approach. But I can't ignore the fact that Tesla has been on a growth period. And I thought it may be a good time to actually sit down and explain why you should be looking at Tesla. And if you are interested in single stocks, what are some ways that you can evaluate, is this a good business decision for you? Because ultimately, when you're buying single stocks, you have to understand what that business model is and take that approach to assessing, should I be buying into this stock? So, hi, my name is Jonathan. If you haven't already, please subscribe down below if you like this conversation and you want to see more videos like it. So Tesla has been on the rise for at least the last decade, and I can't lie and tell you that I've been watching it all the time, although I was aware of its growth. But recently, probably over the last 6 or 7 months, we know Elon has walked away from Twitter as far as his attention because he has a CEO in place and now is focusing on growing his Tesla business. Now, things that you need to be aware of is that most recently Tesla signed a deal where Ford cars will now depend on their charging stations for the Fords to be charged. That is another piece of business that Tesla will now have. On top of, they are coming out with new products, some to more fit a lower criteria, but then also the anticipated kind of like SUV type model Tesla. And so as they're trying to grow units and grow market share in this environment where they're trying to add more electric vehicles, which, by the way, is in tune and aligned with government planning, now you start to wonder, okay, what's more going to happen with Tesla? And the fact of the matter is, the business is experiencing true growth. Right now, it's trading at around 292. It's not specific, but it's around there. But the expectation was that it would be $197 a share. And while that growth is consistently growing, many people, economists and people who look at this a lot more closely than I do, expect and look at it as it has way more room to grow. So if I'm a new investor and I'm a seasoned investor, but I'm new to the actual individual stocks, what are things I'm looking at? I'm looking at, how much do I believe that this stock is going to continue going up, or do I think the growth is artificial and it's going to peel back? Number two, I'm never going to actually add more to this investment than I can withstand. So if you're just starting off from your portfolio, you want to keep your individual stocks holdings to around 10 to 20% of your overall holdings. So if you have $100,000, you don't want no more than $10,000 to $20,000 in one single stock or group of single stocks, however you want to look at it, but keep it to 10 to 20% of your portfolio. That way you're diversified to understand if there's a loss, you are well diversified to withstand that pressure. The next thing I want you to think about, number three, is what everyone says, their financials and their business model. How much do you believe that this business model is going to be necessary for the future? And not only that it's going to be necessary to the future, that is going to meet huge demand and supply expectations in the US. And with Tesla reminding you, or I want to remind you, that Tesla, the one thing that they have over their competitors is the fact that they're able to make a profit off their product. These are things that you have to consider when you're looking at individual stocks. Because if you're not, and you're just picking it just because you like the name, that takes you down the mindset of, hey, you're just simply gambling and you're hoping. But if you look at the business model, if you believe in Elon's leadership, and you pair that with what are the demands in the current market, i.e., there are people trying to buy electric vehicles and buy them from this style, then what other things support that? Meaning the government wanting to add more tax incentive, meaning the government is trying to get more people to buy Tesla or electric vehicles. And what does that plan look like for the next 5 years, 6 years, however that may be? Those are reasonable expectations to bring you to a conclusion of, should I be buying Tesla right now? And ultimately, if I'm a new investor, though, that's the way I want to look at my individual stock. Now, this is not official financial advice. This is just a method to teach you how you should look at things, on top of if you have the ability to learn and discern their financial, how much cash they have, what's their profit margin, those type of things, and what's their expectations based off their company forecast. I want you to look at this and think about, yes, Tesla is a great vehicle, but this stock and just the history of this company does nothing else. And if you're only believing in Elon, is that enough for you to invest your money and make him a part of your future? Hi, my name is Jonathan. I want to help you build wealth and understand in financial terms. Yeah, we can grow together. Follow me, subscribe for more.